So, today is package day. You want to know what I got? Well, you know what you got to do. That's right, you got to stay tuned, and I'm going to tell you what I got. What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Trey Sense here, and I got a little video for you today. It's going to involve a few things. It's going to involve some packages that I've gotten in over the last week or so. It's going to involve my scent of the day, and it's going to involve a pickup that I had. No further ado, let's get it rolling. Let's get right to it. My scent of the day is from the house of Cuba, and this is Cuba Black Prestige. Man, oh man. And for a cheapie, this is a nice, smooth, masculine fragrance. It's nice, smoky, strong. It projects pretty good. The longevity on it is pretty good as well. I really like it. I do not like this right here. It's just plastic and it's tacky. I would prefer the bottle just like this with maybe a cap on the top of it or whatever. But this is a nice fragrance for a guy in his 40s. It's smooth, it's slightly smoky, it's a little bit powdery. It smells really good. It doesn't smell like a cheap fragrance at all. Guys, if you see this out at Ross or Marshalls or TJ Maxx or even online somewhere, say you've placed an order and you're looking to just fill your cart with something that's cheap, I really think this Cuba Prestige Black. Now, not to be confused with just Cuba Black. Prestige is the key word. What does it remind me of? Swiss Army. It's very similar to that, but it's a very nice fragrance. Now, let's get into what came in my packages. From a fellow reviewer and a friend, somebody I talk to occasionally, goes by the name of Mask Man Reviews. He sent me this. Boy, I tell you, it's hard getting old. He sent me this little gift set right here, and it's from L'Artisan Parfums. They got something, L'Artisan Parfums. We'll just stick at that. And what this is, it's a little gift set. Some little mini dabbers. This one is the main attraction to this show, and this is Timbuktu. And this is a nice, earthy, good smelling fragrance. I really like it. I may see if I can find me a full bottle of this. May see if I can. It just has a nice earthiness to it. The other two, see if my old eyes can focus in on it. Oh yeah, I got the sunlight. This is La Chase Ox, and it's not necessarily my cup of tea. I will display these little bad boys with the rest of my mini collection. I'm not sure what L'Artisan Parfumeries was trying to do when they made this. To me, this is floral. I mean, it leans very feminine. It's really too feminine for me to even consider wearing. But I do appreciate Mask Man sending this out so I can at least get my nose on it, because that was my first time smelling Timbuktu, and I'm very excited about that one. Let's see, put this one in the sunlight. And this one is Mur It Musk. Boy, ain't your boy messing up these pronunciations? Yeah. And this one is very floral. Leans more towards the feminine side of things. Very musky, but it's that female type of musk, you know what I'm saying? It's the type that if a woman wore this, she would really have to temper her sprays, maybe 1 to 2 sprays of this, because this is one that I could see turning into the old church lady with the big hat. Nonetheless, I really do appreciate these little minis, because I got to smell them, and I will display this on my fireplace. I have several little miniature fragrances, and I will put these right along with the rest of them. Also, from Mask Man, I received something that I had been very curious about and wanted to get my hands on. I'll be completely honest and transparent. These are from Dwayne Bridendorf, aka DB, over at what is the name of his channel? The name of his channel is Behind the Nonsense. He goes by DB, and the name of his fragrances are DB's Sensations. Now, I'll be very clear and very transparent. DB does not like me, and I don't give a shit, because I haven't done anything to the man for him not to like me, but it is what it is. Sometimes in life you just ruffle people. My apologies for that. I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode, and of course a telemarketer called. But anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to give you my absolute honest opinion about these fragrances, whether a person likes me or they don't like me. This one is called DB's Elite, and it is his version of Apple Brandy. I've already spent a little time with these fragrances, and I'll be 100% honest with you. This Apple Brandy is nice. It's really, really nice. It smells good. It smells really, really good. It reminds me a little bit of Boss Bottled. I guess it's that apple note in there. Let's see if it's gonna spray right for me. I mean, that's nice. It's nice. It's got a real juicy, smooth, it's not an alcohol-y type of fragrance. It's strong, it's potent, it smells good. It smells good. If he mixed this, it's well mixed, it's well made. It's a good fragrance. It's a good fragrance. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna always keep it real with you, because I want you as my sub and my people to be able to get your hands on the best product that you can get for the best price. That's just the way that I am. As I just sprayed that, it is thick in here. The room is filled, and it smells amazing. It smells so natural and so authentic. I mean, the apple in there is nice. But again, if you've been curious about what Apple Brandy is a fragrance from the house of Killian. Killian is a really expensive house, but Killian makes some really, really nice fragrances. Example, I think it's called Back to Black, which is on my wish list from Killian. If you like powdery fragrances, beautiful, beautiful scent. That's one on my wish list, but Killian fragrances are expensive, so I digress. But nonetheless, this DB's Elite is a good fragrance. It just is. Now, another one from DB is, I'm gonna have to spray this on something because the Apple Brandy is still in the air. I would spray it on, but I just sprayed my scent of the day back on. So I'll just spray this on this. This one is called Simply Barber. It smells good. I don't get a barber shop feel for this at all. I just don't. Because when I think barbershop, I think masculine, I think lavender, maybe a little bit spicy, and I'm not getting any of that from this fragrance. I actually wore this one the other day, and I enjoyed it. It's a good smelling fragrance. I just don't get much barbershop from it. I get a little bit of fruit. It's nice. Sort of masculine. It's not the most masculine fragrance, and that Apple Brandy, y'all, is filling up the room. That is a good fragrance. Yeah, I don't get much barbershop out of this at all. Nonetheless, it's a good fragrance, and I like it. I like it. I don't know any information about how to order any fragrances from DB. If you were interested, I have no idea how to tell you to get that. And again, to be clear, I asked DB to send me some of his fragrances, and he would not. So that's neither here nor there. But I do again appreciate Masked Man Reviews for sending them out. I'm trying to see if this is gonna turn barbershop, because when I wore it, I didn't get much barbershop from it, and I'm still not. Nonetheless, it is a good smelling fragrance. If it's barbershop, it's a very light barbershop-y type of fragrance, and I just don't pick up on it at all. But nonetheless, it does smell good. Moving on. Another one I got from Masked Man is Odyssey. And I wore this, I think yesterday. I wore this one. Really nice Really nice fragrance. I really enjoyed this one too. It fits with this time of the year. It's kind of springy, just a fresh, easy to wear fragrance. And I looked this up online, and if it's the same Odyssey, then it was going for about 35 or 40 bucks. And for that price, I recommend that you get it because it is a nice smelling fragrance for that price. I'm trying to think of something that it puts me in the mind of, and nothing really comes to mind at the moment. But I will tell you this about it. It's fresh, but it's not a freshie. It's crisp, it's clean, it's easy to wear. It does have some fruity nuance to it, but it's not an over-the-top fruity. Like, you're not gonna pick up on cherries or pineapples or strawberries or anything like that. And you're not gonna smell like a dryer sheet. You're just gonna smell like you have on a really well-made, nice fragrance, because that's exactly what it is. And every time I move, I smell that apple brandy. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. So there's no point in even spraying anything else in there. I don't know if it got on the carpet or on the table or what, but it's filling the whole room. That's a good fragrance. It smells good. All right. Again, thank you, Mr. Maskman Reviews. Moving along. My boy, JP. I know y'all get tired of hearing that name on the channel. Chikari Pipe blessed me again with some fragrances. I need the sunlight again. What are these names on these? We're just gonna call it Kiss. This is Alexandria's version of Black Afghano. And I wore this yesterday. I tried it on. And this is a weird one for me, and I'll tell you why. It's very oody. The top of it smells like weed. It smells like you've been around somebody that's smoking weed, marijuana, reefer, Mary Jane, hemp, kush, the sticky icky, whatever you want to call it. It smells like that. But it's weird because it's kind of alluring, and it kind of smells ashy. But once you get past that, the oud in it comes to life, and I like it. It's a very daring fragrance, but I like it. I really do. As I wore it, I kept smelling my arm, and this stuff just stayed on. This Alexandria stuff, this right here is one of the strongest fragrances I've ever sprayed on. This, red tobacco, fragrances like that. I mean, you're looking at 16 to 20 hours of longevity out of this on your skin. I mean, and it's gonna project half of that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But it is a beastly strong fragrance. And you see the color of that juice. You cannot spray this on your clothes unless you have on something black. Anything else, I would not spray it on because it's liable to stain it. And I don't know if it'll come out in the wash. Nonetheless, this is one of the most daring fragrances that I've ever smelled, and I'm glad to have gotten my nose on it. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. I wish I could pronounce this first name. There's the FedEx truck. Y'all wonder what I look at sometimes. When I see traffic or something come by my face, I'll be like, because I live on a dead-end street and I'm not used to a whole lot of traffic. And the FedEx guy's coming to my house. Well, we're just gonna let him sit whatever he's sitting down, and I'll get it later. I'm sure it's not for me anyway. But anyway, this is a very interesting fragrance, and I like it. It's challenging. I can't wait to see how I'm gonna wear that, if I'm gonna be able to wear that, where I'm gonna wear it. I mean, I have no idea where. I mean, that may be one I just wear for my own personal use, and I think one spray, maybe on my wrist, would do well. And that's just, or maybe one to the back of the neck. That's another thing, guys. If you've got some fragrances that you like to wear, but say they aggravate your sinuses or your allergy, spray them as far away from your nose as you can. Like maybe spray them around your belt line, or spray them around the back of your neck, or somewhere like that where it's not gonna be, kicking up in your face. That may help you some. Another one that I got from JP, and it's another challenging fragrance, and I'm very thankful that he sent me these because I get to try these. And this one is Musk Ravageur, and I'm not sure how I feel about this one yet. I might spend a little bit more time. I don't know. It's very animalic with a little bit of citrus. You know, it's like a wet dog or a wet animal or something got in your pledge or something, but it's not a strong, sharp citrus. It's a very, I don't know. That's very, very animalic. If you like animalic fragrances, then Musk Ravageur is right up your alley. I don't know about that one though. I just don't know about it. And one that I was pleasantly surprised with that I got from JP. Yo, and I picked up the wrong bottle. But it's from the same house and the bottle looks the same. I was trying to pick up Boss Bottled Infinite, but instead I picked up Boss Bottled Tonic. But I got Boss Bottled Infinite from JP. And I want to smell it, but this is tonic. So it's not even the same smell. Same bottle, same everything. I apologize, y'all. But that fragrance was very surprising. It has the Boss Bottled DNA in it. Runs completely through the length of the fragrance. But it's got some depth to it. It's a very rich, mature smelling scent. I was very pleasantly surprised, and it did pretty well on my skin. It stayed with me most of the day yesterday, 5 or 6 hours of longevity, and I wasn't expecting that from that fragrance, but it did stick around for a while, and it smelled good. And this is what the bottle looks like. A little bit darker juice on it. Same bottle though. Same. Everything else is the same. Great smelling fragrance. I was pleasantly surprised with it. I thought, wow, that's a nice fragrance. I'm not sure why people aren't talking about it more. But you never know, because people are people, and you know, the Boss Bottled line or the house of Hugo Boss just doesn't get a lot of love, or at least the love I feel like it deserves, but that's just my opinion. Okay, one more gift from JP, and I was so thrilled to see this in there because the bottle is beautiful. Valentino Aqua. He said he sent me his backup bottle, or this was his main bottle. He's got a backup. This. Oh my goodness. This is sexy. This is nice. It is smooth. It is pleasant. It is refined. It is, oh man, it just has a very regal smell to it. It smells of quality. But the most important part of it is just got this velvety, rich, smooth, cool. It is not your typical aquatic. It is not, this is not Aqua de Joe. This is a smooth out, just, you know, smooth type of aquatic. And it is amazing. And when I sprayed this on, I was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. That's what I did yesterday. I was just sitting around and spray fragrances all day in between my videos. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance, as well as a beautiful bottle. Looks good in my presentation, in my collection when it's sitting on the shelf with my other Valentino Uomos and stuff. Great fragrance, man. I can't wait to wear this on a date night. This is a summertime date night fragrance. If you wear this around a female and she don't like it, you know, like in that movie, what is it, A Bronx Tale? One of my favorite movies. I think it's A Bronx Tale, where he tells little C, ain't that his name, C? Colangelo or whatever. You know, you let her in the car, you put her in the car, and she don't reach over there and unlock that door for you. Well, that's this. If I wear this around a female and she don't tell me I smell good, and then let's talk about it. I'm gonna put her out on the side of the road. If I wear that, and as soon as she get close to me, she don't say, "Oh, Trey, you smell." It's over. She knocked it out my hand. She ain't even gonna get to go to Sizzler. Anyway, now, y'all know I went out Saturday and did some hunting and found all that stuff on clearance and good sales. It was so pretty sunny. I was like, man, I'm just gonna ride. So I got in my car and just rode again. Paco Rabanne's X's. I always want to call this Black X's because I've had Black X's for years and I love that scent. It has a very synthetic, but still it smells good strawberry note. This one is the complete opposite. This one could have easily, if I make a part 2 to fragrances that are good for men 40 and up, this will definitely be in that. This is so smooth. It's so sexy. And I love fragrances like that. Here's why. I paid $39 for this 50 ml, which wasn't a racehorse of a deal, but it wasn't a bad deal either, because Paco Rabanne fragrances are not cheap. If this had been one of the Invictuses, it would have been $10 more. It would have been $49. Yeah, at least it'd been $49 for 50 ml. This fragrance, man, I hope I can smell this out of the atomizer, because right now what I'm smelling is a mixture of of Prestige Black and that DB's Elite Apple Brandy. That's a good smelling fragrance, y'all. What I get out of this, man, is just, man, it's a clean type of fragrance, but it's just slightly soapy. But it's got some masculinity and some punch and something in it that makes it warm and inviting. It's not the biggest projector, which would make it perfect for a date night, because it's gonna make you, when you ride, you know, because for some reason I drive with my left hand. I don't know, left hand, right foot is what I do for some reason. But I rotate it with this hand in my chill hand, so when I'm leaning in the cut, right, on my arm ready, you know, I won't shout it to smell me, you know what I'm saying? So, you want her to come close to you, you know what I'm saying? You want her to get all up in her. You want her up in here, you know? So I don't mind if a date night scent is not projecting from across the room, because, women, they finicky, they sensitive. I mean, it smells good, but how much you spray on? 52 squirts like I always do. I want them to feel me when I walk in the room, baby. But this one, man, is and purple is one of my favorite colors for fragrances. I don't know why, I just like to see. When you live in Alabama, you need to be prepared to see a four-wheeler just go down the street. I mean, I know y'all probably saw the look. Ain't got no helmet on, nothing. There was a guy that got killed at the end of this street probably about 10 years ago, maybe even longer. Had a four-wheeler wreck out on the street, not wearing a helmet. And there goes somebody down the street. People don't take life and things seriously no more. I mean, if my options are feeling the breeze on my face and living, I'll take living, but that's just me. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This is a nice little fragrance. If you run across this at the right price, I suggest you pick it up. I've looked on Mercari and other places, and it's just hard to find it discounted. It just is. I'm trying to decide whether I want to get off into the rest of the XS line, because I'm really impressed with the two that I have. I'm really impressed with Black X's, and I'm really impressed with this one, X's. So I'm wondering if it's X's Night, I think it is. X's Pure or something, or Pure Night or something like that. But this is a beautiful fragrance, and I like it. I like it. It's nice. It's perfect for a man my age, mid-40s. Perfect. Man, oh man, I appreciate y'all sticking with me, dropping through fragrances and stuff. Again, thank you, JP. Thank you, Mass Man. I wish I had more information on DB's products for you, but it is what it is. Y'all are pretty smart. You can figure it out, do the research, and figure out how to get your hands on it. I mean, I just don't know. But it's a good product. It's a good product. Revisiting that barber one. Great smelling scent. I think I'll pick up on a little maybe cherry tobacco in there. Something is slightly fruity. Now, it's not an over the top type of fruit at all. It's a nice fragrance. Very well made. Very well made. I would wear that. That smells good. That smells good. I still don't get much barbershop from it, but I guess everybody's version of the barbershop is different. So, but nonetheless, that smells. I dig it. I dig it. It's a good smelling fragrance. And this Valentino Aqua. Oh, man. I can't wait to wear that. I really cannot wait to wear that. But anyway, guys, please be sure to like, share, and sub. Again, my boy Rayon AQI, we're trying to get him to 100, y'all. Trying to get the man to 100. That is a big milestone for a YouTube cologne reviewer, because you guys need to think about one thing, and then I'm gonna wrap this up and get off my soapbox. Think about this. YouTube reviewers average tons, millions of viewers, subs. if they're reviewing potato chips or soft drinks or remote control cars, doing stuff different. No matter what fragrance we review, we are all providing something that is niche because we are filling a void. And our sub counts are extremely, extremely low. Like one of my favorite reviewers and a good person, he's been very helpful just in talking to me. His name is Chad from A Gentleman's Journey. Great reviewers, one of the best reviewers out there, and has been doing this as long as anybody else. Guy has about 17,000 subs. And that's crazy because he does Canada and the US. 17,000. That's nothing. And he should be well higher up than that. Just the same thing with Sam Broom. Sam knows everybody. Sam is at 1,700 subs. And that's just ridiculous. And I say that to say this. I watched a guy the other day, he was an engineer and he made some type of tool, some type of machine that kicked footballs. This guy's got like 17 million subs. So what I'm trying to say is we work hard for you guys because we love this, and there's very little reward in it for guys like me. I have not received one dime from YouTube, and that's not why I'm in it. And of course, you know, I look forward to being monetized so I can get a little money coming in to support my habit, of course. But I have not received one dime from YouTube. Now, the things that I have received are far more priceless than money. Like my friendship with Cheapo, my friendship with JP, my friendship with Manny. You know, the relationships that I've made with other reviewers, like, you know, like Joss, who is a female reviewer, like the relationship that I'm embarking on with Masked Man Reviews. And then I find out there's a guy that lives up the street by the name of, what is his name? Fat Boy Fragrances. I mean, his collection is bar none. And to find out, you mean that there's two people in the state of Alabama that have the same passion and we have the same area code? We're in the same North Alabama region. I mean, that's phenomenal. So those things are priceless, and I would not trade any of that for all the money in the world. So, but you guys need to consider that, you know. So if you watch some of these YouTubers' channels, or if you're watching a YouTuber's channel, give them a sub, because it means a lot to us, and it really, really helps us, because, you know, some of us are sitting at numbers that we shouldn't be at, and people come to our channels and watch the videos and don't sub. Like 60% of my viewers, as the battery goes, 60% of my viewers are not subs, and we need to change that. We need to get more people subbing. So consider us, and remember, we do this for two reasons: for the love of fragrances and the love of you. But anyway, I thank you all for tuning in, and a lot of you guys have been rocking with me since I started this channel, and I greatly appreciate it. I hope that I've grown as a reviewer. If there's anything that you want to see me do on this channel, leave it in the comments below, and I will do my best to you know, get it done. Again, thank you all. I love you all. I hope you've enjoyed this content. I hope you enjoy the content on this channel. If this is your first time stopping by, hi, I'm Trey, and this is Trey Sense. This is my channel. It's mine. It's ours. But anyway, y'all, until next time, wish you all peace and love. Stay safe out there. Peace.